Thinking of moving to New Jersey? Think again. What's up, everyone? It's Tessie, and today we're doing something absolutely insane. We're going to explore the side of the Garden State you never see in the brochures. Forget the beautiful beaches and bustling suburbs for a second, because we're about to dive deep into the places that locals whisper about. The towns that consistently top the charts for all the wrong reasons. This isn't just about looking at some numbers. We're going to uncover the real stories behind these rankings. Today, we're counting down the top 10 worst towns to live in the Garden State. I've spent countless hours digging through crime statistics, unemployment rates, poverty levels, school funding reports. We're going to look at why these specific towns are struggling so much. Economic collapse, skyrocketing crime. I promise you this is going to be an eye-opening journey through New Jersey. Get ready. This is going to be a wild ride. Some of these might really surprise you. You might think you know New Jersey, but after this video, you'll see a completely different side of it. We're not holding anything back. We're going to expose the raw, unfiltered truth about these 10 towns. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, because our countdown starts right now with a city that has a reputation that precedes it. You won't believe what we found. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a city that honestly could probably be number 1 on any given day. Camden. For decades, this city has been the poster child for urban decay in America, and unfortunately, not much has changed. The crime rates here are astronomical. I mean, we're talking numbers that are consistently hundreds of % higher than the national average. It's so bad that for years it was ranked as the most dangerous city in the entire United States. Just walking down the street can feel like you're taking a massive risk. The poverty rate is staggering, with nearly a third of the population living below the poverty line. Coming in at number 9 is the state capital itself, Trenton. You would think the city that houses the state government would be a shining example for the rest of New Jersey, but you would be dead wrong. First, let's talk about crime. The unemployment rate here is consistently double the state average. And when you're looking for things to do, good luck. There are very few decent grocery stores, which creates food deserts in many neighborhoods. At number 8, we have New Jersey's largest city, Newark. Now I know what you're thinking, but Tessie, Newark is having a comeback. And yes, there are pockets of revitalization. But for the vast majority of people living in Newark, life is an everyday struggle. You cannot ignore the crime. But the biggest surprise isn't just the crime. It's the insane cost of living. People pay a fortune for tiny apartments. And we haven't even talked about the pollution. Newark has a long history of industrial pollution. Newark's comeback still has a very, very long way to go for the average person. Sliding into the number 7 spot is Paterson. Known as the Silk City for its historic role in silk production, today Paterson is facing a future that looks anything but smooth. The biggest issue plaguing the city is, you guessed it, crime. Beyond the crime, Paterson is one of the poorest cities in New Jersey. Many commercial areas are filled with vacant storefronts. Our number 6 spot goes to a city known for glitz, glamour, gambling, Atlantic City. But let me tell you, once you step off the boardwalk, the illusion shatters. For years, the city put all its chips on casinos. Then competition from neighboring states caused the industry to falter. Catastrophic economic collapse followed. The unemployment rate has skyrocketed. The poverty rate is one of the highest in the state. Outside the heavily policed tourist areas, Atlantic City is dangerous. Cracking our top 5 is Irvington. Located right next to Newark, Irvington shares many of its neighbors' problems, with even fewer resources to combat them. The number 1 issue, without a doubt, is crime. Irvington has an incredibly high rate of violent crime. Irvington has an incredibly high rate of property crime. It consistently ranks as one of the most dangerous municipalities in the entire state. But what makes Irvington's situation so dire is the severe lack of community resources. The parks are often poorly maintained. There are few recreational programs for kids. At number 4, we head down to South Jersey to the city of Bridgeton. While the northern cities on our list get more attention, Bridgeton is facing a quiet crisis of its own. The core of the problem here is economic devastation. Once a thriving industrial hub and an agricultural hub, Bridgeton has seen its economic base completely erode over the past few decades. The unemployment rate here is persistently high, often double or even triple the state average. The poverty rate in Bridgeton is one of the worst in New Jersey. Taking the bronze medal of misery at number 3 is East Orange. Squeezed between Newark and more affluent suburbs, East Orange is a city living in a shadow. Like its neighbors, it battles a significant crime problem. But the defining struggle, and what lands it so high on our list, is the state of its public schools. The East Orange School District is notoriously underfunded. It has struggled for decades with poor academic performance and low graduation rates. Many families who can afford to leave do so for better school options. This educational crisis ripples across the community. Our runner-up for the worst town in New Jersey is the small, historic city of Salem. Located in the state's most rural and southern county, also named Salem, this city's story is one of complete and utter economic collapse. Salem was once a prosperous center for glass manufacturing, but when those industries shut down, the city's economy was completely gutted. There was nothing to replace those thousands of good-paying jobs, and the city has never recovered. It feels like a place frozen in time, but not in a good way. The unemployment rate is astronomical, consistently one of the highest in the entire state. You see beautiful, historic colonial-era homes that are now dilapidated, boarded up, and abandoned. The city has one of the highest vacancy rates in New Jersey. And here it is. The #1 worst town to live in New Jersey, according to our research, is Plainfield. This city combines the worst elements of many of the other towns on our list into one challenging package. Plainfield's crime rate is a massive problem. For decades, it has battled a reputation for gang violence. But what truly pushes Plainfield to the top spot is its crumbling infrastructure. The city is visibly falling apart. The roads are riddled with potholes, many sidewalks are cracked and broken, public buildings are in a state of disrepair. This decay is a constant daily reminder of the city's struggles. The school system is also in a state of crisis, suffering from low performance, funding issues, and aging facilities, making it an extremely difficult place to raise a family with confidence in their children's future. On top of the crime and infrastructure woes, Plainfield has pockets of intense poverty and a sluggish job market. While it's located in a relatively wealthy county, the prosperity of its neighbors has not spilled over. Instead, it feels like an island of struggle. Dangerous crime levels, a failing school system, infrastructure that is literally crumbling. That makes Plainfield our #1 pick for the toughest place to live in the Garden State. And there you have it, the top 10 worst towns to live in New Jersey. From Camden to Plainfield, these cities face some unbelievable challenges: crippling poverty, high crime, failing schools, crumbling infrastructure. It's a side of the Garden State that most people never see or even think about. It's important to remember these are not just statistics. Real people, families, kids are living in these conditions every single day. Their stories deserve to be heard. This list isn't meant to bash these towns, but to shed light on the serious systemic issues. Every city has a rich history and communities of proud, resilient people, but they need support, investment, real opportunities to turn things around. Did your town make the list, or did we miss one? Let us know in the comments. Your local insight matters. Thanks for watching this insane countdown. I hope it opened your eyes. If you liked it, destroy that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. More crazy videos coming. Until next time, stay safe.